What's going down, everybody? Welcome back, y'all. So check it out, dude. It's Sunday, my only day off of work this week, and we're getting into a couple of things. So here in a little while, we're going to DIY Dad's spot. We have to change the blower motor on his '04 Hemi Ram, so stick around for that video. But this video, so I've had some comments about an accelerator pedal being loose or feeling like you can't give it any gas. Now, I've had that situation in the '03 Hemi Ram, and as a matter of fact, we're setting in Mr. 422,000 right now. So I'm going to show you a couple things that you can check and you can get into, and it might possibly be it, and I'll tell you the cause of why it happened under the hood. So let me turn this camera around and we'll jump right into it. So the first place you want to check, you see that little knuckle right there? Right there? Right? That's the top of your accelerator pedal. So you see it's a cable, and sometimes it'll fray, and when it frays, it starts to get slack in it. Now, so let's hop under the hood right now. Let me pop this hood, right? We'll walk out here. So now that I've had this truck for 8-9 years, I've had it for a while. So when I first bought this thing, dude, you got to understand something. I'm going to show you a couple things and explain what had happened and how I ended up learning a little more about the electronic throttle controls on this truck. So let me turn this camera around real quick. Now, when I first bought this truck, excuse me, the battery used to leak acid from that seal right there on both sides. Oh, on both sides, man, that little rubber seal on top of the battery, it would leak, right? And then when it would rain, it would run down into my bucket right there, into my battery tray, which in return would run down to the accelerator pedal positioning sensor. And when it would rain and I would drive it in the rain, right, it would eat the cable away because water activates battery acid. And that is 100% a true statement. So it ended up fraying my cable to the point to where it almost broke. And at the same time, when I give it gas, it wouldn't accelerate like when I originally bought it. Because it took me 3 or 4 months before it started happening. And I was like, man, what's going on? Well, at that point in my life, it was this and that. So we're not going to get into that. Now, that is a couple of places you could check. If you have experienced a loose pedal, or it seems like when you give it gas, it doesn't want to go, right? Because whether you have an electronic throttle control or a drive-by-wire throttle body, I'm sorry, said that wrong. Electronic throttle body or a drive-by-wire throttle body, to some extent, you still have a cable on these older Hemi Rams. For this one, the cable goes to the accelerator pedal positioning sensor, which is located right underneath your battery tray, right, which sends a signal up to your throttle body, which in return moves your flap. So if you have a drive-by-wire, your cable will go directly from your pedal to your throttle body, as simple as that, and fair enough. So if you have experience or experiencing a loose pedal, or it feels like you are not going anywhere when you give it gas, those are 2 points I would check first, and you might get lucky. So with all of that, keep living the dream, doing your thing, like and subscribe. Always hit your boy up with a comment, and I'll catch you on the next one.